Chosen one, something huge is coming. You've felt it. The energy is shifting. Everything is accelerating. And those who are unprepared will struggle to survive what's next. Are you ready for what's coming? Everywhere you look, you see the signs. Governments are strained. Economies are shaky. Weather patterns are shifting. Everything is in flux. You've sensed it in your gut, even if you couldn't quite put it into words. It's as if the entire planet is on the verge of something monumental, something that's going to change life as we know it. And if you're here watching this, you're not just another bystander. You're a chosen one, a soul called to rise above the noise and prepare for the shift that's already underway. This isn't the time to bury your head in the sand or wait for things to return to normal. Normal is gone. We're entering a new era, and the pace of change is only accelerating. Hidden truths are surfacing, systems are being shaken, and the chosen ones are feeling it more than anyone else. The question is, are you ready to face what's coming? If this message already speaks to your soul, subscribe, like this video, and comment 77 below, because what we're about to reveal isn't just important, it's critical. Keep watching until the end, because the revelations we'll uncover could change the way you see everything that's happening right now. The evidence that a global shift is already happening. The tension is palpable. You're not just imagining it. Things really are shifting around you. Every headline, every conversation seems to echo a deeper truth you've sensed all along. Governments are grappling with challenges they can no longer contain. Economies are wobbling on uneven ground, and natural disasters are no longer isolated events. They're becoming the norm. What once felt like a reliable world, a stable system, is now fraying at the edges. You've watched these changes unfold, felt them ripple through your daily life, and you've asked yourself what it all means. You're not alone in wondering. This isn't just a bad year or an unusual moment. It's part of something much larger, a shift that is already in motion. The signs have been there, but for so long they were ignored or dismissed. Things will settle down, people said, clinging to the illusion of stability. But now it's undeniable. This isn't a temporary disruption. It's a transformation. Each crisis seems to pave the way for the next, building in intensity and frequency. The normal you once knew is not coming back. Instead, a new reality is unfolding, one that demands not just survival, but adaptation. The once strong systems, political, financial, environmental, are revealing their weaknesses, and their ability to support the old way of life is slipping away. As someone who's tuned in, you've probably felt this long before it became obvious to others. While those around you dismissed these events as random or temporary, you saw a pattern. It wasn't paranoia, it was perception. You felt the shift in energy, noticed how each seemingly unrelated event connected to a larger narrative. You couldn't quite put it into words, but your intuition told you something massive was underway, and now that the evidence is everywhere, your inner knowing has been validated. The signs were never random. They were signals of what's to come. This global shift isn't just happening out there. It's happening within you, too. You've started to notice how the external chaos mirrors an internal transformation. As the world around you changes, you feel yourself changing as well. Old habits, old ways of thinking, old fears are being stripped away, making room for something new. You're more aware of your own energy, your own power, your own purpose. You're realizing that the world's challenges are calling you to step into your role as a guide, a light, a chosen one. This isn't just a crisis, it's a call to rise. And yet, this transformation isn't easy, as the old structures fall. So do the illusions that once comforted you. The certainty you once relied on is gone. The people, places, and systems you once trusted have shown their cracks. But in this breaking apart, there's also a breakthrough. The external evidence of a global shift is matched by the internal evidence of your growth. You're becoming more resilient, more intuitive, more attuned to what really matters. While others cling to the past, you're embracing the future. And that future is calling you to prepare for what's coming next. The shift isn't just an abstract concept. It's playing out in real time, and you're part of it. Your intuition, your insights, your readiness to adapt are all evidence that you're meant to be here now, during this pivotal moment. You're not just an observer of these changes. You're an active participant in creating what comes next. The signs around you are not meant to cause fear, but to awaken you. They're showing you that you're ready, that you're capable, that you have a role to play. The evidence of a global shift is not just a warning. It's an invitation to step into your power. As the shift continues, it's clear that this is not a temporary state of upheaval. It's the beginning of a new era. The old systems aren't going to stabilize. They're going to be replaced. The evidence is all around you, from the headlines you read to the feelings you can't shake. This moment is about more than just surviving. It's about thriving in the face of change. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. Someone who can navigate the storms with grace. Someone who can light the way for others. Someone who understands that the evidence of a global shift is also the evidence of a personal awakening. In this moment, you have a choice. You can ignore the signs, dismiss the patterns, and cling to the old ways, or you can step forward with courage. The evidence is clear. A global shift is already happening, and you are ready to face it. You're not just witnessing history, you're making it. This is your time to rise, to lead, and to embrace the transformation that's already begun. The world is changing, and so are you. It's not a coincidence that you're here, now listening to this message. It's your confirmation that you're on the right path, that you're not alone, and that you have what it takes to thrive in this new reality. Why chosen ones have been feeling this coming? You know this feeling isn't new. It's been lingering, growing louder, more insistent over time. At first, it was just a faint whisper, an unease, a tug at the edges of your consciousness that you couldn't quite name. Then, it became a pulse you couldn't ignore, like a vibration beneath your feet, signaling that something massive was coming your way. You've tried to explain it to others, but their responses have only deepened your frustration. It's nothing, they say. You're reading into things. Yet, deep down, you know better. The way the energy shifts when you walk into certain rooms, the way your thoughts line up perfectly with unexpected events, the way dreams you had years ago are suddenly mirrored in today's reality. These aren't coincidences. They're confirmations. You aren't imagining things. You're perceiving them. This heightened awareness hasn't been easy. It's a lonely path at times. You've questioned yourself, wondered if you were just being overly sensitive. But the more you tried to dismiss these feelings, the more persistent they became. The shifts in the world around you felt more pronounced. The unrest, the sudden changes in energy, even the strange, almost surreal timing of certain events. Others may have shrugged it off, but you couldn't. You're not like them. You've always been more in tune, more awake, and that awareness is a gift, even if it hasn't always felt like one. There were moments you felt foolish for trusting your intuition, times when you second-guessed the whispers of your inner knowing, but then something would happen. A synchronicity too perfect to ignore, a moment of clarity that silenced all your doubt. You began to realize that the signs were always there, waiting for you to notice. When you did, they multiplied, numbers that repeated in ways too meaningful to be random, people who crossed your path at exactly the right moment, messages that seemed to come from nowhere, but spoke directly to your soul. These were more than coincidences. They were breadcrumbs, guiding you toward a deeper truth. And then came the dreams, vivid, striking visions that seemed to pull back the veil of reality. They weren't just dreams. They were messages. You would wake up feeling as if you'd been given a glimpse of the future, as if the universe had handed you a fragment of the puzzle. These dreams weren't always comforting. Sometimes they felt heavy, filled with a sense of urgency, but they never left you. You carried them through your waking hours, noticing how they aligned with the world around you. A shift in the collective energy, a sense of something stirring beneath the surface. These dreams weren't just for you. They were for this moment. Being a chosen one means seeing what others can't, hearing what others won't, and feeling what others dismiss. It's not about being special in the traditional sense. It's about being aware. You're the canary in the coal mine, the early warning system. While others sleepwalk through their days, you're picking up on the subtle shifts that signal something big is about to happen. The discomfort you've felt, the unease that others brush off, these are your guideposts. They tell you that you're not just imagining things, you're being prepared. This shift isn't just around you, it's within you. What you're feeling is not an accident. It's a response to a call you may not fully understand yet. The world is moving into a new phase, and chosen ones like you are the ones who sense it first. The dreams, the synchronicities, the gut feelings that refuse to be ignored. These are all evidence that the universe is speaking to you. It's not asking you to predict the future, but to be present for it, to be awake and aware as the world transforms. And while it may feel overwhelming at times, remember that you're not alone. There are others who feel it too, who know that this moment is significant. The signs have always been there, but it's only now that they're coming into focus. Every time you doubted yourself, every time you felt isolated in your awareness, those signs were waiting. They were there to remind you that you're not crazy, you're not overreacting, you're tuned into something bigger than yourself. And now that you see it, you can't go back. You can't ignore what's happening, because it's happening for you, not to you. The shifts in the world are a reflection of the shifts within you. You've been chosen to see them, to feel them, to understand them. This is your moment. Everything you've felt, every time your intuition screamed at you while others stayed silent, it's all been leading to this. You were never meant to fit in, to blend into the crowd. You were meant to notice the patterns, to hear the whispers, to follow the signs. You've been feeling this shift because you're part of it. It's not just something that's happening. It's something that's calling you to rise, to prepare, to step fully into your purpose. Trust that feeling, because it's not leading you astray. It's guiding you home. The hidden agendas behind this massive event. At first glance, what's happening around you might seem like a series of random, unconnected events. But you've started to notice the threads that weave it all together. The crises, the uncertainty, the waves of fear, they aren't just happening. They're happening in a pattern. Look closer, and you'll see how one event sets the stage for the next. How disruptions that seem coincidental actually shift power, resources, and control into specific hands. You may not have all the answers, but the questions have become too pressing to ignore. Why do these shifts benefit the same groups over and over again? Why do the solutions offered seem to consolidate power rather than restore balance? These aren't just accidents. They're orchestrations, deliberate moves in a larger game. And you're not meant to be a pawn. The weight of this realization can be overwhelming. It's not easy to face the idea that systems you once trusted have hidden layers, that the chaos you see might be, in fact, carefully structured. It can feel like the ground beneath your feet is shifting. You may even feel a sense of betrayal, as if everything you relied on was a facade. But these emotions, disillusionment, frustration, even anger, are not without purpose. They are the first step toward breaking free. Once you see the patterns, you can't unsee them. And that is where your power begins. It's no longer about believing every narrative you're told. It's about questioning, seeking, and finding truth on your own terms. You're no longer in the dark. Biblical references can help anchor this understanding. In 2 Corinthians 11 verses 14 to 15, it's said that even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. This reminds us that not everything that appears good or true is genuine. Deception often comes cloaked in righteousness or necessity, making it all the more challenging to discern. But the act of uncovering the truth is deeply spiritual. You're not just seeing through lies, you're aligning with something far greater, divine wisdom, the kind that empowers you to stand firm even as the world shifts. This is a moment of transformation, not just for the world, but for you as a chosen one. Your clarity and insight are part of a larger plan. You may have already noticed signs of this transformation within yourself. You're no longer willing to accept things at face value. You're asking deeper questions, challenging old assumptions, and feeling a growing need to prepare. It's as if a door inside you has opened, allowing you to see what was hidden in plain sight. You feel more grounded, more certain in your ability to navigate the shifts ahead. Where once you might have felt powerless, you now sense a quiet strength. The energy around you is changing, and you're changing with it. You're more connected to your intuition, more aware of the synchronicities that guide you, and more confident in your ability to discern truth from illusion. This is what it means to step into your role as a chosen one. While hidden agendas may shape the world's outer events, divine intervention is shaping your inner reality. There are forces at work on your behalf, clearing your path and providing you with the clarity you need to move forward. What might have seemed like chaos is actually part of a greater plan to elevate you. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt was preparing you for this moment. Spiritual forces, synchronicities, and hidden interventions have been aligning your destiny all along. Your task now is to trust in this divine alignment, to know that you're not alone, that higher forces are working to ensure you rise above the manipulations and step into your true power. This is a moment of realization, of fully understanding that the power to see clearly and to rise above deception has been within you all along. Some people resist this level of awareness because it feels overwhelming. It's easier to stay asleep, to believe the comforting narratives. But you're being called to do the opposite, to fully embrace the signs, the patterns, and the truth. This requires courage. It requires trust in the unknown. But most importantly, it requires you to accept that you are here for a reason. This is not an accident. This is your sacred moment to claim your power, to step into the role you were born to play. With that realization comes a new level of empowerment. You no longer have to fear hidden agendas or the plans of those who wish to control the narrative. You've seen through the illusion, and you know who you are. You're not a victim of the world's shifting tides. You're a force within them. This clarity allows you to move forward with purpose, to make choices that reflect your highest truth. It's not about fighting against what's happening. It's about rising above it. This is your time to prepare, to align with your purpose, and to step fully into your power as a chosen one. You've already begun the journey. The hidden agendas behind this massive event have lost their grip on you. Now, it's your turn to decide how you will move forward. Will you stay in fear, or will you rise with faith and clarity? This is the moment to trust in the guidance you've received, to stand strong in your truth, and to prepare for what lies ahead. The world may be shifting, but so are you. And in that shift, you will find the strength, the wisdom, and the peace to step into your divine purpose. This is your time. Don't let it slip away. What you must do to prepare immediately. This is the moment to focus, to act, to prepare. The world around you is changing rapidly, and it's no longer a question of whether you should prepare. It's a question of how quickly you can get ready. You've sensed it. Maybe you've even felt a quiet urgency, a subtle whisper in your soul urging you to take the next step. That feeling isn't something to ignore. It's a call to action. The time to wait to hope that someone else will provide the answers, is over. Now is the time to step forward, grounded in your purpose, ready to take on the challenges ahead. It starts with something as simple as finding your foundation. Without a steady center, you'll be swayed by every new piece of chaos that comes your way. Maybe you already have a practice that helps you stay grounded. Daily meditation, prayer, writing down your thoughts. Or maybe it's just about stepping outside, feeling the earth beneath your feet, and taking a few deep breaths. Whatever it is, anchor yourself in it. Make it your ritual, your daily touchstone. The stronger your inner core, the more clearly you'll see the steps you need to take. But preparation isn't just spiritual, it's practical, too. Look around at your immediate needs and make sure you have the basics covered. Food, water, shelter, a way to stay warm, a way to communicate. These aren't just physical essentials, they're peace of mind. When the world feels uncertain, knowing that you're secure in your resources allows you to face challenges with calm, rather than fear. This isn't about panic or paranoia. It's about wisdom. It's about ensuring that you can keep going, even when systems falter or circumstances change. What's more, preparing isn't just about gathering resources. It's about building your skills and resilience. Consider the areas of your life where you might need more knowledge or adaptability. Is there something you've been meaning to learn? A new skill, a new way of managing your time, or even a deeper understanding of the world's shifts? Now is the time to invest in yourself. The more resourceful you become, the more capable you'll be when things start to shift even more dramatically. It's about knowing that no matter what comes, you have the ability to navigate it with confidence. In the midst of all this, trust yourself. Your intuition is your compass. You've already felt the pull to prepare, and that's not a coincidence. Pay attention to the inner voice that tells you what's next, what you need, and where to focus your energy. It might not always make logical sense in the moment, but if you've learned to listen, to truly trust that inner guidance, you'll find that it rarely leads you astray. Each small action you take now, every step toward readiness, strengthens your trust in your own wisdom. As a chosen one, your role goes beyond personal preparation. Your readiness creates a ripple effect. When you stand strong, you become a source of stability for others. Your light shines brighter when you're not consumed by fear or unpreparedness. In this time of transition, others will look to you. They'll feel your calm, your grounded energy, and it will inspire them to find their own strength. By preparing now, you position yourself as a guide, not just for yourself, but for everyone who needs reassurance in these uncertain times. Remember, this isn't just about survival. This is about stepping into a new chapter, one where you thrive. It's about showing others that it's possible to remain steady, purposeful, and focused even as the world shifts around them. You're not here to shrink back or to run from what's coming. You're here to face it head-on, to grow stronger with each challenge, and to emerge from this period of change more aligned with your purpose than ever before. That's the gift of preparation. It transforms what feels overwhelming into an opportunity for growth and leadership. Now is the time. Take the steps you need to take. Ground yourself. Strengthen your inner compass. Prepare your resources and hone your skills. This is the moment to align with your purpose, to rise to the challenge, and to become the beacon you were meant to be. The shift isn't coming, it's here. And you're ready. What happens next as the world enters a new era? The world as you've known it is on the brink of transformation. Everything that once felt stable, governments, economies, the very systems that structured society, will give way to something new. It might feel unsettling now, like the ground beneath you is shifting, but it's also an incredible opportunity. This is the moment where the old crumbles so that something greater can emerge. For those who felt this change coming, the signs are becoming undeniable. You've known for a while that this wasn't just another chapter. it was the start of an entirely new era. At first, it might seem chaotic. The familiar touchstones, routines, institutions, the social order will no longer function as they did. But that disruption is what will pave the way for innovation. What once served a small few will be replaced by structures that serve the many. This isn't the end, it's a rebirth. And as unsettling as the transition may be, those who have prepared spiritually, mentally, and emotionally will find themselves not just surviving but thriving. You'll see the beauty in the blank canvas left behind. You'll see the chance to build something extraordinary. But let's not sugarcoat it. This new era will demand courage. It's not just about external shifts. It's about internal evolution. The world will ask more of you. It will ask for clarity, for strength, and for wisdom. For those who resist this inner change, the journey may be rough. Yet, for chosen ones, those who have done the hard work of self-discovery, who have faced their shadows and embraced their light, you'll find that the intuition you've cultivated is now your guide. The faith you've nurtured is now your foundation, and the resilience you've developed is now your greatest asset. As you step into this new world, you'll realize that you've become something more. You are no longer just a participant in the old systems. You are a pioneer of the new. When others are still clinging to what's gone, you'll be building what's next. When others are mired in fear, you'll be stepping forward in confidence. This is the moment you've been preparing for, whether you realized it or not. Every trial, every lesson, every challenge you've faced has led you to this. You are not here by accident. You've been chosen to lead, to guide, and to inspire. And you won't be doing this alone. This new era isn't just about individual transformation. It's about collective awakening. You'll find others who share your vision, who feel the same pull toward growth and change. Together, you'll create a community of light bearers, a network of individuals who understand that true power comes not from controlling others, but from empowering them. As this new chapter unfolds, you'll see that the connections you form now will shape the future for generations to come. What lies ahead isn't just about surviving the shift, it's about thriving within it. The challenges will continue, but so will the opportunities. As each old structure falls away, a new possibility will rise in its place. And you'll be ready, because you've already started that process within yourself. The inner work you've done, letting go of fear, stepping into faith, embracing your purpose, has prepared you for this very moment. The external change is simply reflecting what you've already transformed within. In this new era, the rewards aren't material things. They're not status, wealth, or titles. The rewards are the freedom to be your true self, the peace that comes from knowing you're aligned with your purpose, the joy of creating something that matters. You'll find that this shift isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And as you move forward, you'll see that each step is guided, each challenge is purposeful, and each moment is leading you toward something far greater than you ever imagined. This is the moment to embrace what's coming, not to fear it, but to welcome it, not to resist it, but to flow with it, because you've already shown that you're ready. You've already proven that you can handle the unknown. Now is the time to trust in the process, to step into your role as a leader in this new era, and to let your light shine brighter than ever. The new world is waiting, and you're ready to step into it. You've come this far, and now it's time to go even deeper. This moment you're in isn't just a stopping point. It's the threshold of something greater. Thank you for watching this video. If this message resonated with you, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment. I am chosen to anchor this truth in your soul. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to take the next step, join our membership for full prophetic revelations delivered daily. The link is in the description below. Your spiritual journey deserves more than fragments. Step into the full light. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for choosing to rise. Together, we'll navigate this shift and come out stronger than ever. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.